Welcome back, YouTube. Today I want to take you for a session that I haven't actually done just yet for YouTube. This is more of a hamstring dominant session. Don't get me wrong, we still have some quad work that I will go over, but the main focus and the main volume distribution is largely towards our hamstring and adductor skier. So that's what we're trying to build up, and that's what we're trying to bring up the most. For myself, you know, a little bit of glute time in that. Mark, definitely no glute, more hamstring. So biggest difference, what you'll notice, guys, when we both do our dumbbell RDLs, my hip shift is going to be a lot different than Mark's. When I cue Mark on the dumbbell RDL, I'm going to make sure that he treats it as more of a stiff leg, where we change the movement more towards biasing the hamstring, where we do not allow his knees to bend to get more hip shift. The more your hips travel back, the more your glutes will actually have to do the work, and the more you lengthen, the more you stretch the glutes as well. So the biggest difference will be between myself and Mark is how stiff we keep the knee between both lifts. So same but different. We can always change a movement to specifically bias different body parts through changing the dynamics and the execution of that lift. So definitely pay attention to what we do, and I will go over that as well. So session overview for today, guys. Adductor, hanging leg raise, won't be missing that. Seated hamstring curl, dumbbell RDL, lying hamstring curl. Then we've got the pendulum squat banded to challenge our quads a little bit more in the shortened range as well, with a slight pause in the stretch. So we are going to get the best out of both, out of that movement. And then we've got a single leg press. Reason why I've got a single leg press in place now, we was doing walking lunge, and that is a great functional movement. But at the moment, with how strong we are, that walking lunge set was absolutely obliterating us to finish the session off. So the closest and the best solution to that is to move on to a single leg press. We'll still get our unilateral work done very accurately, but not to the point where we're completely smashed. And to a degree, I believe that will be a lot more productive as well. And then we'll actually finish off on Atlantic seated calf raise, which is absolutely disgusting. So body weight sitting at 276.8 pounds. I've even seen 278 this week, so I'm definitely getting to a point where I'm getting heavier. Everything's a little bit slower, but we're definitely getting after it and getting it done. Over the next couple of days, I'm still going to shift a few things around in my diet to make digestion a little bit easier and make things a touch better. So that will be a plan moving forward. And as always, try and give back to you guys as well and get shit done. So without further ado, guys, toilet time, and then we're going to get after it and get stuck in. So let's go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Perfect. Apart from a quad still blasted, fucking perfect. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's get him. Yep.
Yep, come on then. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah!
Yep.
Fucking hell. It's a painful one, it's a painful one. Horrible. Okay.
Well, let's go. Go there. Do it, come on. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
Fucking hell. You've just seen the hardest exercise of the entire session. Now, see a lot of people do a leg raise, and they're swinging around like a complete moron. Now, when I get on that, I try and keep my whole torso locked in. The only thing that moves is literally my feet driving up. As I drive my feet forward and up, I think about exhaling as well, just to try and get my abs a little bit more short as well. And then obviously control the way down, make sure my torso stays still, pelvis remains in position as well. That's the key, make it fucking hard. You might think, what are they weirdos doing? Why is he doing a warm-up set on here and then working on there? Again, I'm extremely familiar with that machine, so I literally just need one priming set to get a little bit of blood into my hamstring, and I'll be ready to get after it on there, because these machines I've been doing for like almost 2 years now, non-stop, longer than that, 3-4 years. So when I get in, I don't need to find my groove. I've already got my groove. Touch, get my set up, that's priority. Set up and execution, and everything else comes together. So let's go. I need to have that seat further back. Yes, sir.
Take it. There you go.
So we have the Dumbbell RDL next. So that's going to be the first time we're doing the Dumbbell RDL in a long time, so bear with me. I'm very much looking forward to it. Okay, beautiful. I very often talk about movements that you can make as easy as you want or as hard as you physically want. Today, with the Dumbbell RDL, we're going to make it as disgusting as we physically can. So, just need to watch mine and Mark's facial expression come away from the set. If I'm not happy with it, he's doing another one. So, write it down. On mark. Yes. Easy. Beautiful reps. Excellent. It's a good job I didn't go 80, innit? I'm really pleased with that set. Obviously loading's not the best, but doesn't really matter. That set felt superb, so I'm really happy with it. Hamstrings are smoked. So now we're going to torch them even more. Lying leg curl, and then we've got our bit of quad work on the pendulum, and then leg press specifically, obviously unilateral work for quad and adductor, because we just get so deep on it, so it ties both in, and a little bit of glute, so works really well. Ready to go now. One of the most frequent questions I get asked is, why do we not do drop sets and set extensions? The answer is pretty simple. We take all our sets to complete failure, safe mechanical failure. So adding set extensions and drop sets doesn't give us a quantifiable measure of our progress that we can consistently track on a week-to-week basis with no discrepancy to our setup and no discrepancy to consistency of what we do and how we do it. So it doesn't make sense adding sets that we cannot measure. Don't get me wrong, when I go and do a session that's out of my comfort with other people, I will do them. But generally, week-to-week basis, I stick to single sets, all done to true failure, making sure that I have sets that are quantifiable and I can measure them on a week-to-week to actually see good progress and compare it week to week. If you have drop sets and set extensions, it's impossible to track these sets accurately on a week-to-week basis. Now, write it down, stick to single sets, progress your load, get strong, get massive. What's that? Beautiful. I'm not actually doing any working sets here. Just getting a little bit of blood into my quads, just so it feels a little bit comfortable, a little bit more comfortable on the old pendulum. Yes. sir. Yes, sir. Let's fucking go. We're getting to the party. Ah.
Come on. Let's go then. Good. Yep. Ah, there you go. Let's go. Good. Stronger. Let's go. Good. Come on. Yep. Here we go. Good. Yes. Good. Focus, focus. Come on. Come on. Brace. Drive. Drive. More.
Any unilateral work you do, the way I like to start and set up is both legs and both arms, yeah? So look, that's exactly how you'd go, both legs, yeah? Lift off. Now take your non-working leg off.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go. Straight away, you put yourself in a perfect position and you keep that position standardized as well. That same applies if you're doing unilateral work, upper body as well. You get in the same position as if you do both arms. Well, same with legs, yeah? Right, downward, focus. Remember, both legs, lift off, non-working leg out to the side, sharp exhale, complete let your air out, then slight crunch on your abs and the working side oblique. Right leg, right oblique slightly crunched, and really keep the abdominal pressure on to keep your pelvis stable, yeah? Perfect. Pull your hips down in as well. Right, down. Again. One more out then. Drive. In. Excellent work, Mark. And rack.
Seven. Yep. Go on. Yep. And. Oh yeah. Only little finger. Oh yeah. Yep.
Fuck hell, that was good.
Okay, just get in. Come on, a bit more aggression at the bottom. I'm going to take a pause. You'll take it, and aggression. That's way better. Come on. Same again. Get the pause in, and then switch it on. One. Oh yeah. Yeah, take it then. One. I'm going to take it for you, come on. Your rep. Oh yeah. Let's go. Don't lose focus now. Take it. Oh yeah, more. Oh, beautiful.
So last but not least, we've got the almighty seated calf raise. Now, this Atlantis version, it moves in a really peculiar fashion. So you have to get used to it when you first time use it, but it literally is one of the best calf machines I have ever used in my life. It's really, really accurate if you use it properly and actually fully extend the ankle, not just do the half reps. So definitely pay attention to the range of motion. I think the biggest mistake people make with calf training is just not taking the calf through its full entirety of range of motion. You can really get a lot out of a calf if you take it to a deep stretch and then into that deep shorten range. The cue I like to use is, as you come to that shorten range, imagine you're looking over a fence and you're standing on your tiptoes. We've all done that as a kid and we felt a really juicy calf pump. Exactly the same thing here. All the way. Job done. Right, my people. Thanks so much for tuning in. This was our hamstring dominant leg day. Thank you for now, as always, and peace out. Let me know what you think to the session layout, and let me know if you have questions below. Happy to answer.